We all know the technologies that the top tags on Stack Overflow refer to: JavaScript, Java, C#, and so on. But what about less popular technologies? With thousands of libraries and frameworks available to a developer, it is impossible to keep track of what all of these technologies are. The Witt Web Application is designed to take a technology as input and to answer the question, what is this technology, by identifying hypernyms for software technologies. A hypernym is the more general concept in a is-a relationship. For example, Java is a programming language, and AngularJS is a web application framework. In this demonstration video, we will show how the Witt Web Application retrieves hypernyms for software technologies and describes them in terms of categories and attributes. We will also demonstrate how the Witt Web Application can be used to retrieve structured information about a wide array of software technologies and to browse all software technologies within a category. Let us start with a simple example. For the query Java, the Witt Web Application returns two categories: language and programming language. This simple example shows that the Witt Web Application is able to resolve the hierarchical relationship between categories of software technologies. Expanding the category programming language shows that the technology Java is associated with various attributes in this category, namely reflective, imperative, general purpose, and object-oriented. The Witt Web Application relies on data from Stack Overflow and Wikipedia, and involves numerous original domain adaptations and a new solution to the problem of normalizing automatically detected hypernyms. The first challenge lies in identifying Wikipedia articles related to a software technology, avoiding articles which are not about programming-related concepts. For example, our approach is aware that in the context of software development, ant refers to a build tool and not an insect. The application identifies tool as a category with the attribute build. We can also view all technologies which match a given filter. For example, the filter Java followed by the %sign shows different versions of Java and JavaScript. Double-clicking an entry in this list brings up the detailed classification results for the corresponding technology. Of course, hypernym discovery is particularly important for obscure technologies. For example, the Witt Web Application can tell us that Wallock is an IDE, Kotti is a web application framework, and MNPP is a web server. In addition to showing the classification of a given technology, the Witt Web Application can also provide the list of technologies and attributes in a category, along with popularity data from Stack Overflow. For example, searching for the category framework shows a list of all frameworks, along with their popularity data from Stack Overflow. We can see that ASP.NET, Ruby on Rails, and AngularJS are among the most popular web application frameworks. We can further filter this list by attributes, for example, limiting it to frameworks for web applications. Note that all of these lists are systematically derived based on data available on Stack Overflow and Wikipedia. We can also browse all categories and attributes which match a given filter. For example, the filter language reveals different kinds of languages. After double-clicking an entry, we can see all attributes associated with this category. Double-clicking an attribute shows all technologies which are associated with this attribute and category. The Witt Web Application allows us to query technology terms based on an automated and domain-specific classification, making use of the hypernym relationship and associating technologies with their categories and attributes. An experiment in which we compared the underlying data extraction techniques to 6 existing taxonomy tools showed that Witt is currently the best option available to automatically categorize software technologies.